Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I have a video that's going to consist of how I take care of my feeders, which is going to be the first part. Second part is going to be my tarantula feeding, and the third part I'm going to go over how I take care of my jumping spiders and their routine as well. Here I am going through and I am emptying all of the dead crickets out of the enclosures. This is something really important to do as it keeps the enclosure smelling good, and that pheromone that the dead bodies give off will make your crickets sick and they will pass away as well. I've seen this happen just because I did forget to take out some dead crickets and they were in there for a while, and I was wondering why my crickets were dying and getting sick. So just keeping all of keeping it clean, keeping out the sheds and all of the dead crickets is a good way to keep everything clean and keep your crickets healthy. I also go in and put this cricket quencher cubes in the enclosure, as well as the cricket calcium in bottle caps, and I always keep this provided for my crickets so that they always have available hydration and available food source. I try not to overfeed them, so I will give my crickets lettuce once to twice a week, just depending on how thick they're looking. I will give them a leaf each, and usually that's enough to satisfy them. If you overfeed them, they will overeat and essentially die. So you just want to keep an eye on how much you're giving them at once. So since I'm refilling their dishes with cricket calcium today, I didn't give them lettuce, as well as I knew they were going to feast on this cricket calcium, and if I gave them the lettuce as well, they would overeat and die. So just try to keep that in mind when you're taking care of your crickets, to kind of keep everything apart. So like your feedings, keep them a couple days apart, and then when you're cleaning, just go in every other day, I would say. Same with the roaches, you want to keep it very clean, and you want to go in and take out the dead bodies, the sheds. I do give these guys lettuce twice a week, and as well as cricket calcium. I'll just, like you see there, I just took the spoon, took it out of the thing and sprinkle it on the lettuce. I do this twice a week, and I also spray my roaches. I follow the same rule with my superworms as well. They've been doing really good since I've been doing this. They stay healthy, they're alive, and they last much longer. I would also like to note that I do not keep my crickets in the closet with the rest of my feeders. The humidity is way too high. It sits at about 40 to 50% on average daily. So my crickets started to die after I accumulated quite a few animals that required to be sprayed more often, which created more humidity in the atmosphere of my room. So with that in mind, you have to keep the crickets dry, and you want to keep them in a space that stays about 65 to 75 degrees on average. Any cooler, any hotter, it'll kill them. So just keep that in mind with your crickets if you want to keep them alive longer, just to make sure that you are keeping them clean, keeping them fed, and also keeping them warm. Look at those teeth. Look at him. He's like, grrr. What a sassy pants. So sassy. Oh, sorry. See how nicely she took it?
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
Let that belly full.
Yeah, keep it thick. Hey friends, really quickly, I wanted to take the time to mention my Patreon page. I do have one, which will be linked in the description below for those of you who would like to take this step further to support my channel. I have 2 different membership options. The first being Patreon exclusive, which includes early access and member shoutout in my videos, as well as exclusive posts and updates. The second option is Patreon Above and Beyond. This membership includes the same perks as Patreon exclusive, but will also include a handwritten thank you letter for your extra support. I would also like to mention that with each membership, you gain unlimited access to my personal chat, where you may ask questions or advice regarding the animals that I keep. With that said, thank you guys so much for considering becoming a Patreon. Your support will help me out with future upgrades, supplies for making my enclosures, and to help fulfill video requests you may have in the future. Thank you. Okay friends, for those of that who are wondering how I take care of my jumping spiders, I will give you a quick overview. So first of all, I miss my jumping spiders every other day, and I pick either even days or odd days so that I can remember. Right now we are on even days, so every even day I will go in and lightly mist them. Because I don't keep a water dish in the enclosure, this will provide proper hydration for them. They can just drink the water droplets off of the sides of the walls of the enclosure. And then for feeding, I feed them twice a week. I will offer them prey twice a week. They don't always eat, but I am always offering them food just in case they are hungry. All of my jumping spiders are males, so they don't have that long to live as it is. So like for example, my Phidippus regius spider Dexter on the left and the middle of the rock, he's been rejecting food for like 2 weeks now, so I'm a little concerned about him, but he's still coming out and moving about, so I'm hopeful he'll stick around. Unfortunately, you guys are going to see that I did lose my tiny little Phidippus dogs, Foxy. I was not expecting this. I did notice like 2 nights before they were not out and about as usual, so I was starting to get a little concerned, and they also refused to eat twice, so that should have been my sign that something was wrong. But I was hoping, and sure enough, I did find her and was pretty sad about it. But anyways, for feeding, I give them crickets and also super worms. I get like the really tiny super worms to offer to them because they are like a really good meal. And I also use like pinhead to small crickets depending on how big the spider is. I was using flightless fruit flies for my smallest jumping spider for the longest time, and then I was able to get some really small crickets to feed her, so that worked. Unfortunately, I won't even have to worry about that now that she's gone, but yeah, that's just how I keep my jumping spiders. I don't have to keep them heated just because they are right there next to my window. They do stay about in the 70s all day long, and then a little bit of 60 degrees into the night, so yeah, that's just how I keep them. Hope that helps. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Please keep watching my videos. I am about at 900 hours out of the 3,000 that I need to start getting paid for YouTube. So please keep watching my videos. Thank you guys for getting me to 600 subscribers. I will see you guys next week.